Hey, it's Nicole, and this time we're going to be ranking Total Drama characters. It's going to be a 5-part series, starting with each generation, because there's so many fucking characters that this video would take 2 hours. So yeah, if you're here, make sure you watch the entire series in order, otherwise it's going to be spoilers. So, let's go over the tiers. Top tier, we have Cherish. Characters I absolutely love with like no flaws. Or even if they do have flaws, I choose to ignore them. Then we have Love, pretty self-explanatory. So it's like different levels of appreciate. Actually appreciate. This tier is like, I don't really care about you in the grand scheme of things, but you offer something that I like and I appreciate. Mixed feelings, like controversial. It's like a 50-50 love, just like stuff like that. Don't really care for the opposite of appreciate. Like you don't piss me off, but I still don't care about you. Or like you do something that's kind of annoying, but it just makes me sour on your writing, but you don't actually piss me off. Just like you're starting to get a little annoying. Like I don't really like you. Hate, like I just feel rage when I think about you. And then despise, you just absolutely make the series horrible. Or you're just a trash character in general. So starting with Gen 1, we have Blanely. Yeah, Blanely, honestly, I kind of like her. Her run in the show was kind of shit. Like, she only lasted 2 episodes and didn't really do much. But her as a character, she's pretty fun. I'm gonna put her in appreciate. I feel like she gets too much hate. Like, should she have been a contestant? No. But, like, yeah, she's a fun antagonist. Sierra. Don't really care for it. Great concept, super fan who joins the cast in that 3rd season, so she knows a lot about everybody. But that was so underutilized. Like her best parts about her or her scenes with Heather when they're strategizing and shit, and that could have been really great. But they chose to go to stalker bullshit just because they wanted Cody to go farther. It's like, you did not need to do that. There were so many characters who could have went farther that weren't fucking Cody, and like you just made Sierra a flop. And then in All Stars, it's like whatever little development you did give her at the end of World Tour, completely killed it. The other thing with the show, it treats its characters like punching bags and not actual real people. So like any deaths that they give them on the show or we learn about their lives really don't mean anything. So in the grand scheme of things, even if we like some of these characters, they can't be some of the best of all time in like all shows, because their show just gives them shit, or their show just treats them like shit, so it makes them weaker by comparison. Who isn't weak however, is Alejandro. The man that immediately going to Cherish. I don't even really like the first 3 seasons, but he definitely brought some more life into it. Like, some people still say he was too perfect, but honestly I think he just did it again. There were some moments where he shouldn't have gotten, like being able to see that no one was talking shit about him. And outside of that, he had a solid strategy, even if I don't like some of his methods. He had a really good strategy, one of the best game players. I don't think he's the best game player, I think Bowie is, but he's definitely up there. But like, yeah, Alejandro, I don't know, I just like his character, his charisma, everything about him is interesting. He's brotherhood with Heather. Yeah, World Tour the 2 character season. It really is. All Stars, even though Alejandro got bitched out by Mel, he was still a good, solid underdog. Like, he was a lone wolf type guy. So it was really good. Yeah, Alejandro's a great character. My boy Ezekiel, I'm gonna put him in Love, because he's just funny. Like, starts off as a sheltered, misogynistic asshole, but like, this motherfucker doesn't know what he's doing. This motherfucker doesn't know what misogyny is. Like, yeah, it was a funny little gag, and then him like coming around, unlike Duncan, Chase, Ripper, yeah, him like trying to fix his first social flaw by exposing other social flaws in World Tour is absolutely funny. Only reason he's not in do I have to count Pharaoh Ezekiel? If I counted Pharaoh Ezekiel, then he's like here or here. But I choose not to, so And I would not be counting Dakota Zoid, because that would get really, really, really stupid. But just know that if I did count them, they would probably be lower. Eva, underrated because the show just chooses to have her just be this angry woman and not actually develop her. When it's clear that she, as an athlete, she probably puts pressure on herself, or like maybe she has pressure to succeed or whatever. But like, which could have been a very interesting story. Same thing with a lot of characters who don't really get much. So yeah, Eva, put her in like. Noah is a cherish, snarky, sarcastic little shit. Doesn't really do much in his first 3 episodes, but in the motel episodes, or hotel episode, whatever it was called, he really shined. World Tour, he definitely should have gotten, him and Tyler should have been in those places instead of Duncan and Owen. It's like, yeah, it wasn't their story, it was Noah and Tyler's. And there was just a lot of dumb shit. They had to make Alejandro make a dumb move to throw out Tyler to just keep Duncan. It's like, I'll talk more about that when I get to like Duncan and Owen and shit, but like, Noah and Tyler were royally fucked over in this shit series. I'm glad Noah got Redunculous race. His relationship with Emma was cute. Like, it was the only time I can somewhat tolerate Owen. And I'm glad that Noah was the focus and not Owen, but like, yeah. Overall, Noah's just a generally fun character. Snarky, sarcastic little shit. Justin, don't really care for. Yeah, he's below Sierra. Because the thing is, they tried to make him a villain. But like, another thing the show will do is like just make a character try to fit a role that they don't really belong in. Instead of like instead of making the story fit the character, they'll try to make the character fit the story. Justin and Island gave no hint at him being a villain. It was something they did in the drama special. Same thing with Courtney. But like, it just didn't work because Justin was the only villain at that point. Heather was a non-factor, so she wasn't a villain. Because like nobody trusted her. But like with Justin, you want me to take this guy serious, but then people say he's not supposed to be taken seriously, but he's the only villain at that point until Courtney comes in. So if he's not supposed to be taken seriously, then Ashton has no villain for the halfway point. So I just can't do it. If Justin is the only villain, I'm going to take him seriously. And you cannot take this guy seriously. Because it's like, some of the stuff he did was alright. But I don't know, the Evo was just kind of annoying because it's like, you just kind of regress Lindy and Beth from not taking his bullshit to like, oh, he flips his hair and then now they're back under his spell. It's like, it was just stupid. Like, Justin, he's alright, but like, I just don't care about him. KT. I just do like Katie and Sadie. I don't think they're annoying. Or they're supposed to be annoying, let's be real. Like, also the show doesn't really give them much room to grow. Put her above Eva, because the reason I like Katie a little bit more than Sadie is because she gives like kind of definitely fake mean girl energy. Oh, I'm sorry, I said your butt was too big to fit in the bus seat. Or like, yeah, Katie is kind of fake, which I actually wish we got more to explore of that, because that's just genuinely funny. And yeah, I don't know, some of their lines when they were fighting were just funny. So yeah, Katie, a nothing character, but like similar to like Ezekiel and Eva, but like at least they're somewhat enjoyable and funny. Speaking of enjoyable and funny, my man Tyler. Tyler is genuinely a good dude. And like a way better person than Duncan will ever be. Like, because at least he will never cheat on his girlfriend. But yeah, the clumsy jock is funny. And like, people say he shouldn't have made it farther in World Tour because he's too clumsy. But then that's just reducing him to one stereotype. Which is like the show would be a lot better if it actually focused more on like character growth and character development instead of just dumb bullshit comedy. And like only using certain characters in the main character spot and then leaving characters like Noah, Tyler, and Bridget to just fumble, flop around, and be seen as nothing but comic relief or secondary minor characters when honestly even characters like Ezekiel, Eva, and Katie, Sadie, they have some depth, some development, some room to grow and be in those main spots, but the show just never does it. Yeah, so yeah, Tyler, he's funny, he's a good boyfriend, he's a decent guy. Yeah, definitely deserves much better. But his dynamic with Alejandro was good. Izzy, crazy girl, love her. Izzy, like, how can you not love her? Like, Izzy's like the only character you probably can't derail, because like she's just crazy. But even then, they do some stupid shit with her. Like all of her eliminations are kind of bullshit. Like, okay, Izzy, the fucking canoe race, yeah, she deserved it. But like, the animal thing, no. Another thing the show does wrong is the vote not making sense. Cause why are Heather and Duncan in the majority? Like, why are Lashana and Gwen not voting out Heather? Like, exactly, yeah. Sorry. Action Justin should have went out in that moment. They gotta keep the villains and then write the villains to actually be better than the person who you're trying to get voted out. You can write the eliminations to where they aren't bullshit. You can do it. They just suck at it. Yeah, Izzy, she's crazy. Her beef with Chef is fun. She like, I believe she's not supposed to make it for her, but like, still, some shit they do with her is kind of dumb. Cody, and don't care for. Like, he was a creep in Island. They kind of patched things up, but what brings him down here? Like, he would, if it wasn't for World Tour, he'd probably be like, maybe here. But they immediately regressed him to going back to flirting with Gwen just because Trent's gone. So it's like, that just messed up his character. And then the stuff shit with Sierra I just didn't care about. Yeah, it was just dumb. I think is he below Justin? Yeah, actually I think Sierra's probably below him. Nah, at least Sierra had a dynamic with Heather. Beth, hate. Do I hate or despise Beth? No, I hate her. Okay, Island Beth are really good. And what's actually pretty annoying is that people will say Action Beth is better, when that is not the case. Island Beth, her role was supposed to be like the Gretchen from Mean Girls, and she filled that role perfectly. Her elimination was kind of dumb, but like, if we ignore the dumb eliminations and let's pretend that elimination was written, let's pretend that Island was actually written and the eliminations actually made sense, right? If Beth going out in that spot makes sense because it's one of Heather's followers, and like what's called, like going against her and then getting taken out. Now, obviously, she shouldn't have left because why are Lashana, Trent, and Gwen voting her out over Heather just doesn't make any sense. But let's pretend that it was actually written well. Then yes, Beth would have served her role perfectly as that Gretchen character who sort of for herself and shit. In Action, she's just an asshole for no reason. Like, they wanted to make her more demeaned. I get what they were trying to do. It's like she's going from the girl who got bullied to like maybe a little bit mean of a girl herself, like a Janet Ian, but they just went about it the wrong way. They never actually did it in a way that made sense. Because she's just being an asshole to Lindsay, cheating on her boyfriend, getting hair rolled without his consent, which is sexual harassment. Let's throw it out there. Flirting with Justin when she had the whole man is like, and he clearly made it known that he does. Even if Justin flirts with her, he's done that for manipulation, and there have been times when he's made it clear that he is not into her, and she still goes after him. Like, but this is what the person we're supposed to root for? Like, no. It's like, people say, oh, but she made it further, she actually played the game, she got development. Making someone an asshole for like no reason is not development. If I made a new season of SpongeBob and just made him act like a dickhead to his friends for no reason, is that development? No, it's not. So Beth is not better in Action, she is worse. Because the way her character was written, which is horrible. Like, we're supposed to root for this woman, but she's cheating on her boyfriend, she's being an asshole to Lindsay for like no reason, and not even strategical reasons. Like, you could have easily done something where she falls into that Heather role, but you tried to portray her as she was a good person, which she wasn't. So that's why Beth does not work. Sadie, she's gonna be lower in the tier than Katie in the overall with all the characters in here. But only, well, yeah, Sadie's good. I really think she's definitely smarter than Katie. Who had the better lines? I think Katie had the better lines. Sadie had the better reaction to Katie. But like the reason Sadie is lower is because she had 5 episodes when Katie got eliminated. Well, she did literally jack shit. Like I don't even think she talked in her elimination round except once or twice. Like yeah, you could have had an underdog or do something, man. Have her bound with Harold or Bridget or something. Like they did nothing with her. But yeah, Sadie, she's funny. Kind of everything I said about Katie, but like a little bit worse. Courtney, okay, Courtney is complicated, but she's not a mixed feelings complicated. I do genuinely love and cherish her, only because I kind of relate to her as someone who gets fucked over, but takes it a little bit too far, which could have been really compelling. But it's confirmed that the show wanted her to be someone that they did not redeem, and it's kind of like she's a punching bag to the writers in terms of like getting fucked over. She was annoying in action. Even I think she was annoying in action. I think even Courtney fans can think she was annoying in action. Like the girl, she had me sympathizing with Chris. That's how whiny and annoying she was. Like Jesus Christ. But in Island, I really liked her. Her elimination was bullshit. Like, she was my winner pick, so obviously that was something. Action, she brought the drama, but she was annoying. But her elimination again was so bullshit. Just to get Duncan to the end. Yeah. World Tour, she was actually being decent. There's a love triangle bullshit. Made her go off the deep end. All Stars again, really good in the bullshit elimination. Like, I will admit, Courtney has faults for something. But Duncan is clearly worse. Whatever Courtney did, Duncan is definitely worse. Is Courtney a good person? No. But I feel like it's more a case of the show trying to villainize Courtney and prop up Duncan instead of like treating them as both equally bad or good. So like, even if Courtney has her moments where she pisses me off, and I do kind of hold statement that like, if you're going with a guy like Duncan, then you kind of are a bad person. Similar thing to Gwen when we get to her, but like, like Duncan is a bully and misogynist. Like, why are you dating this guy? So that's kind of a bad look on her. But the reason she didn't cherish it because I like her archetype of someone who gets fucked over. Like she tries her best and gets fucked over, but then and she's in the right, but she just takes it too far. Like I love characters like that, who kind of like their own worst enemy. But I feel like the show kind of villainizes her too much, or like tries to get me to sympathize with people like Duncan way too much. So even if I took Courtney's annoyingness, she would probably just be like. But because I relate to her a lot, I'll put her in cherish. Then she's under these three. Harold, I actually really like Courtney and Harold's dynamic. Like their things together are like really good and like underrated. Like Harold's probably above her because Harold. Okay, so the stuff with Lashana is kind of problematic. Like someone did a video on his relationship with Lashana and like how he kind of like fetishizes her instead of loving her, which is problematic. But like outside of that, Harold is really well written. Like as a bully victim, like you relate to him. He's funny with his nerdy shit and like always talking about shit people don't care about. His karate moves are good. He definitely should have won that. Should have been runner-up in action. Lindsay should have won. I would even, because then they would have both got an ending, but like, yeah, they both should have won. But like, and people say his story with Duncan was good, but like, Duncan still won in the end. Duncan outplaced him. So like, how was it good? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, overall, Harold's a good, funny character outside of some of the fetishized stuff with Lashana, but like, yeah. Trent, don't really care about. They butchered this man's character, like, because in Island, people say he was boring, which he kind of was, but his role was to be Gwen's boyfriend, and he filled that. But like, yeah, action, no, I just can't. Is he worse than Cody? Is he worse than Cody? Nah. Nah, yeah, he is. Yeah, Cody's a little bit worse. Only because, yeah, creep. Bridget, another victim of the show's bullshit. Bridget's going to be above Courtney and Harold. Because she's my girl. Like, she's like that it girl next door type. She's the lead character of, like, any high school movie. She's like a Katie Heron. Or, like, she'll be in that Davy from Never Have I Ever role. Or, like, Victor from Love It. She's the lead girl in any high school or tween movie or drama series or whatever. And yeah, she's like a nurse, like an empath. She's surfer kill girl, really popular, really nice girl. Like, her elimination is honestly the worst in the entire series because it's based on literally misogyny by the character and the writers. Because it's like they confirmed that they just wanted Bridget to be this naive girl who gets fucked over. Like, that in itself is problematic. But like, oh no, there are 6 girls and 4 guys. Like, I don't understand why people like Duncan, because this move was misogynistic. It's like, there were also 6 Gophers and 4 bad. Why not get DJ, Jeff, and Bridget to go against the Gophers? Oh, it just has to be men versus women. And Duncan came across that because of his misogynistic views on women, which he's never changed from or grown from. But, oh, we're supposed to like this guy? Yeah. And then they try to frame it as, oh, Bridget's good at sports. Is that why you made her clumsy, dog? No, she is good at sports, but like, when has she proven, when has she like been like a Heather or LaShawn or a Gwen? Exactly. She didn't even make it to the end in the boot camp. Owen outplaced her in the boot camp episode. Yeah, nah. And then it just makes characters like Jeff, DJ, and Owen look like bad people, because like, do you think Mama DJ would allow her son to vote up something like to think the way Duncan does? Be friends with Duncan? Exactly. And then Jeff, either he lied and is a terrible person, or the votes, if he didn't vote for Bridget, the votes don't make sense. But yeah, Bridget, the character who just got royally fucked over. Her friendship with Courtney was cute, but like never got explored more because she's just a throwaway side character to show them care about. She deserves so much better than the way she was treated. I mean, sorry on War. Why is she cheating? You have a confirmed cheater, but you bring back Bridget to do that bullshit. Like, bro, if you want her to be in Aftermath, don't have her on the season, because she literally did nothing in World Tour. That's off Alejandro, which is stupid. Bridget is not a cheater. That was just really dumb. But yeah, overall, Bridget, she again deserves so much better in the show. She's a great character. Yeah, again, Bridget, Noah, Tyler, Ezekiel, Eva, Katie deserve so much better. Like, yeah. Lindsay. Again, I really love the ditzy, dumb, sweetheart characters. Lindsay from Solo Drama, Molly from Honestly No Drama, or characters like Paisley from, what was it, Antform? Yeah, you know. London, she's kind of an asshole, but she has some sweet moments from Sweet Love and Cody. Yeah, Lindsay, her entire run is pretty good, and she just gets royally fucked over in the dumbest ways. Island, she's the Karen. If Beth is the Gretchen, then she's the Karen of the group. Like, her eventually stand up to Heather was really good. Iconic moment. Does not save the fact that episode was absolute garbage, and her elimination was bullshit. Again, just to save Duncan and Owen, like, bro, didn't just have a vote. Like, if you want Duncan and Owen to last so goddamn bad, have it be a vote. Or like, have Lindsay fucking, it was just stupid. Action, she's really good, because she kind of breaks the mold of that ditzy blonde girl role, because she's starting to take the leadership role. She's strategizing, she's making good moves. But again, Duncan's favoritism caused her to vote herself off. Are you fucking kidding? Yeah, I just can't. Lindsay should have won this show. And it was definitely one of the reasons the action is one of the worst. No, not even one of the, it is the worst season in the entire franchise of any total non-related fan-made season that's ever been made. Yeah. World Tour, she kind of doesn't do much, but she's still a likable presence on her team. And her, again, the elimination is just so bullshit. Like, oh, an ironic elimination. No, that was not an ironic elimination. That was a bullshit elimination. Do not get me started on All Star. Brought her back just to dumb her down. All of her development thrown out the window. Like, yeah. But Lindsay still, even when she's derailed, she's still Lindsay. She's still sweet, dumb, lovable Lindsay. Like, yeah. Say she is my favorite character in Total Drama. And it's toss between her and another person who you probably can't figure out who that is. DJ, yeah, I don't really care for him. Island DJ, he kind of float, yes, but he was a decent person there. Action is his best run because even if I didn't like the cheating stuff because I thought it was stupid, there was some depth and development given to him. Okay, Action did derail him by making him a little crybaby, mama's boy. Okay, so explain to me why we went from in Drama Rama, you tell Justin, enough of your games. We not falling for your pretty boy bullshit, right, Owen? Right? He went from that, like, kind of commanding, like, finally, like, showing some that he's willing to play and shit, to literally the next episode, I can almost hear your sweet lullabies, mama. Like, bro, the flanderization of this guy, bro, like, it's just so bad. Action is a little bit saved because the chef thing kind of gave us some depth, and him quitting was good. Like, his moral dilemma and stuff, that was really good. Why he then don't care for a world tour, I just can't. The bullshit animal curse, him wanting to quit, and then like the show just, because you're dragging it out so much, and like the show does dumb shit like this all the time. Like characters like Sugar or Ripper just keep these assholes in, and it's annoying. Like we're not cheering for them, we're not liking them. We want them to go away. Like DJ literally one of the World Tour DJ is one of the worst iterations in this series. I may do like a overall iteration tier list where like I go every character from each their individual games. The World Tour DJ would be at the bottom, or one of the worst, because like Jesus fuck, it was so annoying. Like, I just can't. He's worse than Cody, bro. I have him more than Cody. That should say a lot. And I don't even hate Cody that much, but like Jesus, Jeff Island, he was really funny and good. I'm not gonna hold him too much on. Same thing with like DJ Owen. I'm not gonna hold him too much for the Bridget vote because that was mainly Duncan. But like yeah. Really good, like his development with Gwen towards the end. Action, some people don't like the Captain Hollywood. I think it was decent in showing what could have happened to a nice person. Like I'm glad he didn't go full Hollywood, and I think his role is better in like a redundant way where he's just a dumb, lovable goofball instead of like an action war tour where he's more like catered to views. But I still don't hate it because I think it was good in showing what could have, like what he could have been. He could have been like Chris. I think that was good. World Tour, he wasn't a competitor, but he was still kind of a big presence. Him roasting the shit out of Blaney was really good. I'm gonna put him in. I do kind of love him. I don't like that he won Rodon. I consider the Cadets the winners, but like in their ending, I think it's a little bit unsatisfying because it's like they kind of quit, and like kind of gave up. It's like you brought them back just because there were too many women at the end, which is confirmed. They brought their surfers back because they didn't want Shock to be the only man in the Final Four. It's like, really, dude? But they had Lightning and Cameron at the finalists in Revenge, and we never had an all-woman finale. You had Wayne win season 2 of the reboot because you didn't want 2 women to win the reboot. Like, a little problematic. I'm just saying. Right? It's like, you can do better. No, is he under Ezekiel? Better character, Jeff. Funnier, Ezekiel. Yeah, I'll put him above Ezekiel. No, I'll put him above Ezekiel. Shauna, talk about getting fucked over. Like, I'll put her in love. She's above Jeff. Her running Island really good. Okay, is she what white men think black women were written like? She's written how white men saw black women in like the mid 2000s, but she, even besides that, she's still a really good character. Like in Island, she was always one to defend characters like Bridget and Harold against people like Duncan, Heather, and Eva. Like again, she was a loyal friend, great competitor, really good character. Even with the kind of paramedic writing, even her name take Shauna and they put love in front of it, like, bruh. Even with the kind of white boy writing she kind of has, she's still a really good, solid character. I have to think she has kind of good black representation in terms of how genuinely great her character is, despite some of the stereotypical writing choices. Action. This is an example of trying to make a character fit a story. It's like the Lashana I know would never say any of that bullshit that she said. Oh, it gives her character. No, it doesn't. It derails her character. Because that is not my Lashana. I refuse to acknowledge that as canon. And then it's not even. I'm not saying people can't talk shit, but like think about some of the stuff that was involved, or everyone who was there, right? Lindsay and Beth, she was cool with. Duncan, is he a misogynist pig and does he deserve friends? No, but she on some level has some respect for him, and we've seen like from Island and them working together in action. Harold is her literal boyfriend. Who else was there? Justin, she has no ill will again. The only people it made sense for her to talk shit about or Heather, who were there, were Heather and Courtney. That's it. So yeah, the spy retreat video thing, that wasn't drama. That wasn't a good plot. Oh, that was character, but no, it wasn't. It was trash. It was derailment. It was forced drama and trying to make a character fit a story that does not belong to them. You could have had this be Beth. Like if you wanted Beth to be like the Heather person, it would have worked with Beth, and Beth would have been a better character. But no. Oh, let's just have because we need to really get LaShawn out. Oh God, don't get me started on a vote. Yeah, like I forgive Harold for this, but like that's 2 times he fucked someone over because of bullshit. Oh, but Harold's easily manipulated and he's easily bullied, bruh. You're telling me someone is going to keep their literal bully over their girlfriend because a woman who does not fucking like him and he actively screwed over in the season before, and Courtney told him, hey, your girlfriend is planning to vote you out over fucking Duncan. Like that, and people be like, oh, Courtney's the lawyer. It's like, Courtney is a law student. She's not even graduated high school yet. But people act like she's a fucking lawyer. Like, dude, no. It's just people just trying to justify bullshit because they can't call out dumb bullshit writing. Like, I'm just over it. So yeah, her action elimination pisses me off more than Island. Like, at least in Island, they could have just stopped saying her name. But in action, World Tour, her falling for is not as bad as Bridget. It's still bad, but it's not as bad as Bridget. But like, really a strong, confident woman. So I'm not saying having a guy flirt with a girl is automatically problematic, but like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you had Beth. Yeah, fucking Katie and Sadie you could have brought back. Could have done this with Eva. It was like, really, Lashana. Should have been brought back for also. Overall, good character. Deserved a lot better. Do I even need to explain my feelings for this guy? You know what? Actually, I'm saving him for last. I'm saving him for last. I'm gonna save these 2 for last. Owen, in his generation, fucking hate him. He's one of the worst characters in his entire show. He is one of the worst game players. Oh, but he tried in challenges. Okay, trying in challenges doesn't make you a good game player. And there are some he still sucked at. So tell me why he was ass in hunting, the deer hunting, but he's somehow able to outlast people like Bridget and who else was there? Lashana in the boot camp. Yeah, nah, just favoritism, the horrible writing. Cause like, oh yeah, the guy who took 10 hours to walk 3 city blocks is gonna last till like the final in the fucking boot camp episode, bro. Or remember when he did that backflip to the kitchen in action? Like, no, just ending the problematic, right? Not problematic. It is kind of problematic. Oh, the fat boy is just gross, disgusting. All they can do is eat. And then also slanderization, because like every food challenge I've seen in like what if it's automatically a character like Sugar or Ripper or Owen, and like that's just slanderizing them to one point to where it's like any food challenge they just automatically have to win, and it's annoying. And like the flirting gross out humor is annoying. His strategy is just horrible. Like, oh, let's vote out Beth because of the tiki, even though Heather's a terrible person. Like, it's just so stupid. Like, I cannot with this man. He's annoying. He's an undeserving winner. Favoritism. The fact they brought him back in action to ruin everything. Because him not voting for Duncan, or like him wasting his vote on Courtney, was just another way to use to save Duncan in that vote. Because if even if Lindsay still voted herself, it would have tied with Owen's vote. And it's like, I don't know, they just do a lot for this guy to save Duncan or like keep him in. And it's just fucking annoying. I cannot with this guy. I really can't. Redonkul's weird. I tolerate him only because Noah. I still don't even like that he's there because I'm like, really, we gotta see this guy again. But I only tolerate him because Noah's there. And I do like him in Redonkulous. But that's the only season. Cannot stand him in Island. Can hate him in Action. War Tour, he's not as annoying, but again, him making it farther than Noah and Tyler is just annoying. Yeah, I cannot with Owen. Gwen, she doesn't like. I'm gonna say this out the way. Similar thing I said about Courtney. You're dating a guy who bullied your best friend's boyfriend and continue to date him knowing that he's a known cheater and a misogynist. Like, that's a little bit. I can't put you in cherish, Gwen. I'm sorry. I just can't. People say, oh, she thought that they were broken up. Even if all she heard was Duncan's side, right? And Duncan was frustrated. Gwen's still smart. Like, she knows that Courtney, yeah, and because she was friends with Courtney, so Courtney didn't think they were broken up. So all you did was kind of, yeah. So Gwen has no sympathy there because she knows, even if she favors Duncan's side, right? She knows that Courtney was still into him and did not think that they broke up, right? Which they didn't break up because you have to communicate that you're breaking up with someone if you're breaking up with them. So she had no reason to think that Duncan and Courtney were broken up. And that just also shows how horrible Duncan is, because he probably told her, oh yeah, me and Courtney were broken. No, fuck, you weren't. No, you weren't. So yeah, the love triangle thing, that's what's keeping Gwen out of cherish. Well, other than that, she's a great character. Island, the sarcastic goth girl, like, the lead girl energy, she definitely should have won. I liked her arc of, like, learning to open up with, like, people around her and shit. Inconsistent writing is bad, because, like, oh, I love Tran, I hate Tran, I love Tran, and Tran left me in the thing. It's just stupid, not wanting out Heather, it's bad, right? But that's more bad writing in the overall show than, like, Gwen as a character. The inconsistent thing is a problem, and her shit talking people in the confessionals is bad, but, like, Action, she was actually really good up until her quitting. Is like, why do you care if Tran had to loss for a You owed him nothing. Yeah, that whole thing was just stupid. World Tour, she was good. I just think she was really, her best season was Island because she made it. Her best written season was probably World Tour, because All Star is where she became the villain. Like, she became in the wrong with the love triangle. But World Tour, she actually did pretty good, because she was the girl who fell for a guy who didn't want to hurt her who knew friend. But she didn't play the victim when she got caught. She generally tried to apologize to Courtney and, like, make it right and shit like that. So she was actually well written in this, in World Tour. So this is probably her best written season, only because Island is a little bit more inconsistent. But yeah, overall, Gwen is a great character. We all love her. We all love the Goth Girl. You know, a lot of guys found that Goth Girl awakening through her in late 2000s. So yeah, Gwen is really good. There's a lot of problems with her writing and all sorts. Should I do these two before I do those? Okay, Heather. Let me do Duncan first. We all know what he's going. Despise, misogynistic, pig, bully, favoritism, like, and people say, "Oh, do you only just hate bad boys?" No. His examples of characters like Duncan, who actually like Spinner from Degrassi, was he kind of problematic? Yeah, was he like the big meathead jock douchebag? But he had a genuinely good redemption arc where he did something terrible and had to work and earn to get his friends back, to get back into school, and to redeem himself. And he did. He became a much better person. Jay, he was a menace to from Degrassi. Jay was a menace to fucking society. Probably worse than Duncan. But he was just so charismatic and funny, and he never got away with it with anything. Like, he got expelled from school with Spinner. Like, he had a little mini growth arc with, like, Manny, and, like, their relationship was really cute. And, like, even similar shows, like, from Total Drama, like Yul from Degrassi, who is definitely worse than Duncan. He is a misogynistic, ableist, racist piece of shit, homophobic. But, like, Yul doesn't get away with anything. Yul has no power. Yul is not. The show does not portray Yul like he's in the right. It does not give this man power. So I like douchebag characters who either redeem themselves or treated the way they're supposed to be treated. Duncan, Should not have lasted as long as he did in Island, because like the Bridget vote was misogynistic and should not have worked. Because the girls knew that the guys were teaming up and should have just voted together regard. And then let's have the girls be a split. It just made it stupid, and the votes didn't even make sense. And it's confirmed. That's why, and they knew it. Because like the next episode, if it was a vote, Duncan would have been gone. Because they already got our Bridget, so the girls would have known that they would have had to. Their 5 votes would have had to go to Duncan. Otherwise, they would have been fucked, right? That's why they had to make it a non-elimination episode to keep Duncan in. In action, he just folded in. Like he was good pre-merge, but he just folded in the merge, and was only saved by Plot Armor and Courtney being there. He didn't try and rock and roll. He didn't try and clue challenge. He was like more passive in his alliance with Lashana. Like he was still bullying Harold. Like, why am I going to cheer for a guy who's but Harold got a girlfriend? Okay, mess with him once and then leave him alone. Like fuck. Like I'm like this guy is just a genuinely terrible human being. Who the show treats him like he is this guy. He is treated like he's the main character. Like he's treated in a way where he does terrible things and he can just get away with hurting people and like he's always outlasting people like Bridget, Harold, Courtney, Gwen, people who he's hurt. And you heard Gwen in action in all sorts of like, dude, you got the girl you wanted. Why are you caring about Courtney? Like, it's just stupid and annoying. He's just so problematic, and he's not even well written. He is a favoritism. He's worse than Jake, honestly. He's genuinely worse than Jake. At least Jake, that's parts of him I want to like. Duncan is just bad, right? He's anyone like. I mean, you can like Duncan, I don't give a fuck, but like people who glaze him say he did nothing wrong. It's like y'all just those people who are like cause like when we were all kids in the late 2000s and shit, we probably all like the bad boy, but like nobody over the age of like 18 should generally like this guy. Like, I'm sorry. Fine, like you can maybe think it's funny or like think like you can like him, but like if you're glazing him or saying he did nothing wrong, then yeah, you're problematic. Or like if you genuinely just don't care. Or you say, oh, Courtney was, well, Harold did this, or Bridget vote wasn't misogynist. Yeah, it was. Like, Duncan is not a good character. Favoritism, just, the favoritism is fucking over other characters like Noah and Tyler, who deserve those story arcs, and Bridget and shit like that. It was just bad writing. Him staying in the game actually ruined the show. Like, yeah, the first 2 seasons are unwatchable because of this guy. Like seriously. Like, I had no sympathy when he went to jail. Like, none. Like, bye. Heather, she's almost similar to like Tessa Lake, where like I absolutely adore this woman. Like, let me talk about it before I rank her. I absolutely adore this woman as a character, and like that Holly J from Degrassi, Regina George, and Mean Girl. Like, everything that comes out of this woman's mouth is iconic. She is a legend. But this is still a game show. And her writing as a contestant is garbage. Like, started off in, okay, you made an alliance, that's good. Why are you being an asshole to your allies? Why are you saying shit like when Beth turns on her and she's mad at Lindsay because Lindsay was involved in putting her in the fridge, right? She's like, Lindsay, I could make the team vote. No, you can't. Who's going to vote for Lindsay over you? Beth doesn't like you, LaShawn doesn't like you, Trent doesn't like you, Gwen doesn't like you. That's 4 people, right? Owen is an idiot, right? So sure, maybe you have him. Lindsay's not gonna vote herself. This ain't action. So I don't like when they made Heather talk like she had power when she did nothing. Because people be like, oh, it's delusional. No, characters like Max work because he's an idiot, right? Heather is not an idiot. She's smart. Smart people should not be delusional enough to think that they have votes when they know their team hates them. That's the point. That's the inconsistency with her writing. That they make her such an asshole that they have to do dumb bullshit to keep her in. And also because other characters are more passive. Like DJ, Jeff, Trent, Bridget, they're not really playing. So it's like we gotta think of dumb reasons to get them out. Instead of like making Heather. Because like when you keep Heather in, you're not making the Gophers look smart. Like, well, you're not making Heather look good. You're making the Gophers look stupid. That's what you're doing. So as a contestant, and that's just Island. Action, she was good. Her little, I just really don't like Duncan, so that's why I don't like her elimination. But like her elimination is still well written. in action. Like cause like no one trusted her. She was kind of like the underdog, and like her surviving to emerge. That I will give her a lot of credit for that. World Tour, storyline wise, amazing. This is her best season, and she deserves this redemption arc. She generally does from a storytelling perspective, right? It's similar to Holly J and Degrassi when she started off as a horrible, nasty person who was shit to her friends like Anya and Sav, but then like after losing her money and then her problems with her kidney and overcoming that and like saving everyone in the robbery and shit. If you guys watch Degrassi, like she became a genuinely good. She actually worked and earned becoming a genuinely good person, right? Heather never really became a good person. She just wasn't the worst anymore. I do think her redemption is good, but from a competition and writing aspect, it's terrible. Because on the Amazons, yes, she had like no, she should have been voted out a lot, but like once the love triangle bullshit came in with Duncan, she used that to her advantage, and people will say, "Oh, Heather did something. She didn't do anything that was from her own gameplay. Everything that this woman had done was handed to her. Her wins in Island, she did the trans thing before she won immunity, and then she just given immunity because her key just happened to be the one with the immunity path. The next challenge, she wins immunity just to win immunity. Like, but she didn't because like there were too many ways to win immunity in the hide and seek challenge. Oh, because Heather was already out of the challenge, right? In the standard games of hide and seek, she lost because she was found, but because she found Owen and DJ, she got immunity, which that was just a little too much. In World Tour, well, also in Island, right? Her alliance with Duncan approached her, and even then it shouldn't have worked because their votes should not have mattered for anything because they were just two people who no one really liked. It was just more plot armor. In World Tour, yeah, she tried to work with Sierra, but Sierra caught on because she knew, and Sierra wanted to work Heather because she thought it'd be fun. The love triangle bullshit, Duncan should have never been added to the game. It was just getting favoritism and plot armor. But even then, Heather had to wait so long for that and like survive so many non-eliminations or like eliminations where her team won what she should have went. So like that was handed to her on a silver plate. Did she take advantage of it? Yes, but it was still handed to her, right? And then Alejandro saving her at the final 5 round where she probably goes, and because he had a crush on her, right? Heather has never done anything to save herself in the game that comes from her own action. Heather surviving was because of plot armor, or other people wanting to keep her in for whatever reason, or other people's drama surfacing up and her getting lucky and being able to capitalize on it. So yeah, that's why Heather's writing is so bad. Because like this woman should be one of the best characters in all of fiction, but because her inconsistent plot armor writing, she's just not. Like she was my favorite character, but I feel like I did the similar thing where I brought down Tess and Lake because of their writing when I love them. So I feel like if I didn't do the same with Heather, I would kind of be a hypocrite. So I think I have to put Heather. No, she's still like second. Yeah, still like more than Courtney, Harold, Bridget, Tyler, Noah. I think I'll put her here. She was my favorite character, but I feel like Lindsay is a little bit more consistently well written, so that's why Heather is lower. Chef. Yeah, well, who doesn't love Chef? He's funny. He does his thing. Deserve way more line in the later season, but like, yeah, rivalry with Izzy was good. Anytime he hosts an episode is really good. Yeah, Chef is generally a funny character. He's one of the best in that, like, that chef role characters. Yeah, there have definitely been better hosts than Chris, but I don't think there's been a better like chef figure than Chef. Yeah, he's really good. Chris, hate him. Well, he despise. Now, why do I despise Chris? I believe his descent into madness was pretty bad. Like, it definitely ruined his character a bit, but that's not the reason I despise him. The reason I despise his name is because, again, I like actual good game shows, and I still see this as a game show and gameplay and shit. So when a host actively gets involved with contestant placements or constantly fucks over characters, that's what I don't like. Honestly, like, let me start off with characters like Topher and Ella, qualifying Ella because she doesn't like her singing bullshit. Topher was coming for his job, true, but he interfered in that challenge and caused Team Kino Sewa to win. And not that I just don't like. You could have just had Team Kino Sewa lose Like, a host should not be actively getting involved. I'm sorry, he just shouldn't. But the reason he's in despise is because of this woman right here. Like I said earlier, Courtney was my pick in Island, right? Like, I was rooting for this girl like every season. Chris has royally fucked her over every single season she's in. And I'm just not about it. Island, he knows Harold switched the votes, but he let it happen. Cheating. Action. Okay, did she sue her way in the show? But here's the thing, another reason Courtney is vilified by the show is that she's in the right. She should have been allowed to compete on Action. Right? Because it's like, why are people not being allowed to compete? It's just stupid, right? Her suing her way on the show was right. Because she was unfairly kicked off in Island. But we're supposed to think she's the bad person. And then Chris, like, exposing all of her rewards and shit that she got, or advantages, which she probably shouldn't have gotten because that was a little unfair. But it's still him painting her in a bad picture so she gets to have a target on her back. He didn't really cause her elimination in Action, but like, yeah, World Tour. Oh, the double elimination because production, like, bro, you're just doing too much, dude. Like, I just cannot stand this guy. Don't get me started on All Stars. You treat your contestants like your interns like shit. You feed them dog shit. But you change the rules of the challenge just because Courtney got burp poop, which is something she can control on her ice cream. She won the challenge, and you changed it last minute, causing her elimination. I hate Chris. I will always hate this man. And for in-universe reasons. Not, oh, you just hate Chris because he's a villain. No, I don't care that he's an antagonist. Heather, Alejandro, Noah, they're all assholes. They're up here. Eva. So it's not him being an antagonist. I don't give a shit. You royally fucked over someone I wanted to see win so many times. You're done. I want nothing to do with you. Like, you a trash character. I'm sorry. Fuck him. Solely for in-universe reasons. Fuck Chris McClain. Is he better in the reboot? Yeah, but fuck him. Okay, this is part 1.